Hi there everyone, how are we all doing? I haven't been out fossil collecting for a while due to other commitments, and I've decided to make another prep video on one of the fossils I found on the North Yorkshire coast. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be prepping. Now I think it's a big pectin shell. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And now we're back at work, I've got less time to do the things that I love, like fossil collecting and fishing. And of course, because we're in tier 3, I can't travel over to North Yorkshire because that's in tier 2 now. So I should be doing a couple more videos on the Holderness coast, like Mark, and see if we can find anything interesting. Now let's have a look at this fossil and see what you guys think, but I'm sure it's a pectin shell. Yeah, so here it is. I think it is a pectin shell and not an ammonite, but you can see the ridges on it just here, and I'm pretty sure it's a shell. And I've caught it pretty early before the sea eroded it away anymore, so fingers crossed when I do my time-lapse video we'll have a nice pectin shell out of there. Yeah, so this is all I could see on the edge, and it seriously does look like a really nice pectin shell. It's got both sides on it, so fingers crossed we should have a double-sided shell, which is quite nice. But it was found in a big block, but it'll be worth it when I've done my video and we've prepped it out. Yeah, you can see what a big block it is. It was quite heavy in the rucksack, but you can see the fossil sticking out there. So we'll get this time-lapse video done and let's find out what it is. Whether it's a pectin shell or another type of shell, I don't know, but let's get it out and we'll have a look. Well, this is a turn up for the books. I thought I had a pectin shell, and it appears there's an ammonite in the middle of it. Bit strange, I don't know if it's all there, but there's the whorl there, and there's another whorl there, and we've got the pectin shell running alongside, but it doesn't look like it's there. It's just the outer edges are there, and then we come to this ammonite here. You see, you never know what you're going to find when you start prepping something down. Shame the pectin's not there, but I'm hoping this ammonite's all here. Something a bit strange and a bit different, but I don't mind. Well, this is definitely an interesting piece I'm working on. I thought it was a shell. I wasn't too sure whether it was a pectin shell or not, but starting to prep it down, and it looks like one side of the shell's been crushed and worn away, but there is an ammonite section in place of that. But I have found another section of the shell working around the edge of the ammonite, so I'm going to turn it round and prep it from the other side, and I'm hoping it looks like I've got one side of the shell complete with the section of ammonite inside. I'm not quite sure how that's happened, but it's quite an interesting piece. I mean, this proves you never know when you start prepping what you're going to find, and this is a very interesting piece. Right, so here's the piece. As you can see, you've only got that little section of ammonite. There's no centre, which is a shame because it would have made it look a lot better. And you can see the shell going around the edge there. And then if I turn it that way, yeah, as you can see, I've turned it this way, and you can see the shell continues to go down there. It's a heavy rock, and then from this angle here you can see the shell is going down from there too. So let's do a bit more prepping and let's see what we can get out of this. Well, I've done a bit more prepping, and it's not a shell at all, it's squashed ammonite. Just goes to show you, how fossils can fool you until you start prepping. But I mean, I was like 90% sure it was a pectin shell, the way it was, with the way the curves were. and it actually isn't. It's actually a crushed Dactylioceras. So there you go. You can see it's quite a big block, but all I could see was this, and it seriously looked like a shell. Whether it's a pectin or not, I don't know, but I've done a bit more prepping and it's not. It's actually a crushed Dactylioceras ammonite. So I'm going to do a bit more prepping to make it a bit more smart around here, and then we'll polish it, and then we'll have to move on to the next project. So that one really did have me fooled. But if you've enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and we'll be doing some more prep videos in the future. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so here it is, my crushed Dactylioceras ammonite. It's a shame the centre's not there, but it's just the outer whorl, but it was an interesting prep. I spent 10 hours on it, and I'm just going to do a little bit more work around the sides, grind it down, make it look a bit smarter, and then do a polish. But yeah, interesting piece. So here we have my finished specimen. As you can see, it's not all there, but never mind. I didn't know that when I started prepping, but I'm quite pleased with how everything's come out, and yeah, that'll go in my collection. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe, and we'll be doing a few more prep videos in the future. Yeah, here's the specimen from a different angle. As you can see, it's polished up really nicely, so I'm quite happy with that, really. You know, I know it's not all there, but it was a nice piece to work on, and the rock was quite soft, so it came off quite easy. Well, so didn't take as long as I thought. We've finally finished this interesting specimen. Polished it up all nice as well. There we go. A nice Dactylioceras. Not all there, but I didn't know that when I started prepping. But it's an interesting piece. So I mean, the biggest job really was to get the other piece of rock off there. But we managed to prep it down, use a hammer and chisel, and then grind it around the edges to make it all nice and neat. So yeah, that's another interesting specimen to go to my collection. So I'm quite happy with that.